Have you already built a beautiful form, created that high converting landing page, and the leads are starting to roll in? Well done you. But what if you keep getting unreachable phone numbers and even email addresses that are very clearly incorrect? It's beyond frustrating to begin with, but it can begin to seem that every other lead is just vanishing into thin air. However, with Twilio phone validation, you can find out in real time if the phone number is legit, and there's even an integration for email addresses while you're at it. Hello again, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colin, recovering from man flu, and today I'm going to show you the mystical ways of validating leads, including real-time versus bulk verification. I will do that primarily for the phone, but I will also chuck in a steer on emails whilst I'm at it. You may be wondering, why does this even matter? Why do I need to validate my leads in the first place? Well, for me, there are three obvious benefits. Number one, improved conversion rates. By ensuring your sales and marketing teams are working with actual leads, you can increase the likelihood of conversion and ultimately boost your revenue. Two, reduced resources. Reduced wasted resources. If you cut back on the fraudulent leads, that saves you time, money, and other valuable resources that would have otherwise been spent wasted on a goose chase, a wild goose chase even. And three, better targeting. By verifying and enriching your lead data, you can gain a deeper understanding of your target audience and tailor your sales and marketing efforts accordingly. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you're still to do so. There are timestamps in this video because I know you lot are impatient, so let's dive in at the appropriate timestamp. Right, well, before I walk you through this, let's start with a clear definition so we know exactly what it is we're talking about here, because there are two words, but they are spelled differently. Validation, verification, close, but not the same. Oranges and apples. Let's explain why they're different. Right, validation checks whether the data provided by your leads, like the phone number and the email, is in the correct format and appears to be valid. Verification goes a step further by confirming the information is accessible and up to date using external sources like databases or APIs. According to the definitions from Twilio, who I will be showcasing in this video, validation ensures the number is legitimate. Verification proves the user can access it. That makes loads of sense. The primary goal of a lead validation process is to filter out obviously incorrect or nonsensical inputs, which improves the overall quality of your leads. For example, 077777777 is clearly a fake number, but it's in the right format, and that is where lead verification comes in. It ensures the information you've got is not just the correct format, but it's accurate, it's reliable. And that means that your sales and marketing teams can reach out to potential customers with confidence, and I can realize instantly that the person at the bar didn't give me their real number. Right, with that cleared up, let's talk about the different types of the latter. We have bulk, we have real-time verification. Each method has its pros, its cons, so it is important to understand their differences, and then you can determine which one is best for you. Bulk verification first. As the name suggests, this is the process of verifying a big old batch of leads at once. This method is usually employed when there is a massive influx of data from a specific source. Let's say you were at a trade show, you put out a webinar or an email campaign, and bulk is an efficient way of cleaning up databases, ensuring that the data you're working with is accurate and up to date. To do this, you simply need to find a service provider, people like UpLead or NeverBounce, upload a CSV or spreadsheet of your leads to be processed in bulk, or via an integration with your CRM. You've got options here. You will then get a summary of your data that looks a little something like this, shows you the verified email addresses and highlighting the bad leads in one handy report. So that's bulk. Second type of verification is real-time, which, as the name suggests, means verifying leads in real time as they come in. This method is ideal for businesses that generate their leads continuously, such as through website forms or ad campaigns. To further split out this real-time category, there are three possible ways of verifying leads in real time: API method, OTP method, or as the lead enters your database. Let's go into those three in some more detail, because I've got all day. Literally have all day. First up, the API method. I'm having too much fun. By connecting your form via an API data provider like Twilio or Zero Bounce, it's possible to verify leads as customers fill in your form, as you can see here with Growform's Twilio integration. Essentially what's happening is, as the user is entering their details, the system is checking via real-time API with one of the providers that the details are valid, and the user is then prompted to re-enter their email address or phone number if it isn't. This method of lead validation has a significant benefit. It is completely invisible to the users who provide valid contact details, which means there is no impact on your form's conversion rate. However, this is quite technically involved. You need to set up an API connection between your system and the third-party verification service and provide for various eventualities and error codes according to their documentation. Here's the solution. To verify leads real-time, use Growform. I'll have more on that later. And simply ensure that this functionality is enabled and connected on your account. Next up, the OTP method, or the one-time password/passcode. Now, I'm sure we're all familiar with this. You enter your phone or your email on a website, and a short sequence is then sent to that contact. The only way you can then proceed with the form or your login is entering the passcode. Now, without having access to that number or the email that you provided, it's impossible for the user to continue, and if they've entered fake details, hey presto, you've caught a fake lead. Well done, Sherlock. There's one significant drawback to this method, which again, I'm sure we all know well. It can cause some customers to drop out of the process, customers who otherwise would have proceeded and provided correct contact details. It is kind of annoying. Advocates of this approach, though, they argue that the benefit, every lead being verified, outweighs the cost, that some leads may drop out. But we have seen this method significantly reduce volume, so generally, we wouldn't recommend it. One scenario in which this could work is if your form is promising something very worthwhile, like a detailed appraisal, a personalized report, a voice coaching session with me, and with this in place, customers will be more likely to jump through the necessary hoops. I say we put that to the test. The final real-time method is verifying a lead as it hits your database. This is real-time in the sense it happens the moment a lead lands, but it does take place after the user has provided their contact details. Compared to the other two methods of verification, this method is different in that if an invalid lead is provided, the customer does not get the chance to provide a valid one. And if their details are wrong, you can't follow up with them. For this to work, you need to connect your CRM with a third-party integration like Zapier. There's a link on how you can do that in the video description if you're very interested. Well, if you've got this far, you might be thinking, well, Colin, this all looks good, makes sense, but how on earth am I meant to set all that up on my own form builder? Well, your answer is you're not, because at Growform, we've done the hard work for you, with Twilio's real-time API verification ready for you to put to the test with the forms designed to help get you more leads. And to start with, there's a free 14-day trial, which only needs your email address rather than a credit card like other people, and you will get full access to Growform and find out what it can do, which beyond just verification includes dozens of ready-made form templates, full customization, conditional logic, much more. Don't take my word for it, check out that fortnight trial. The link is in the video description. If you are indeed inside Growform already, lucky you. Here's what I'm doing to enable Twilio's phone validation. After picking and naming a template form, heading to My Account in the top right, this is where you're going to link Growform with Twilio. And obviously you've already created a Twilio account. If not, it is free at time of recording. You might need to add a small amount of credit to activate the account, but let's say you're in. Once you have signed up, you've got to find your account SID and auth token at the bottom of the console, and then paste them into Growform. Once you've hit save, if you then head back to the form you are working on, then to the contact page, click on phone, and you will now see we can toggle the Twilio integration on. And just like that, we can now validate phone numbers in real time. Verify them in real time. Do whatever you want in real time. That is it for another tutorial, a fabulous tutorial, I'm sure you'll agree. I've just really enjoyed myself, to be honest, but if you have any questions, and I'm sure you may have many, but if they're relevant to Growform, relevant to this tutorial, put them in the comments and someone from the team will get back to you. If there are questions about my personal life, I will not be taking questions at this time. I can neither confirm nor deny any questions you may have, and that's all I have to say. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you're yet to subscribe and like, no, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave now because I'm going to go play football in about an hour and a half. And that's really made my day, as has this tutorial and your support and your watching to the very end. Yeah, okay. That's enough for me. Bye.